the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, the 4-5 matchup often the most tightly contested. But as the number 4 seed, they enter this series with the assured swagger of a team that expects to dominate. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to
Listen up. Everything's got to be sharper, stronger. Details, guys, details.
You can taste the excitement here in Indianapolis. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. Here's Hill. And New York looking at who they've got. Newman in at point guard. Smith is out there with Anthony, and it's Jared Bayless, and it's Roy in at the 5 down low.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Newman. From outside, off the mark. Indiana trailing here. Hill inside, covered by Anthony. Pick up by Hill, and it's Hill penetrating. Turner with it. He's picked up by Roy. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Hill.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
For New York, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Hill. Cannot hit. And New York the other way now. Anthony kicks to Smith. Launches a 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. The feed now to George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Anthony. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Jared Bayless.
And now, let's hear it for your East.
Well, looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard of the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense trying to get their teams to the playoffs. In the 3rd spot, Paul George. Carmelo Anthony 4th.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Going by Roy. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here. .29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hill kicks to Hill. Pick up by Hill. On the wing, George. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. The shot no good. Barbosa. No good.
And now, let's hear it for your East Bay.
And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quite frank.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. And it's George in for Ellis. And a new group in for the Knicks. Roy's checked in. Anthony comes in for Porzingis. Jared Bayless is checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Newman subbed in for Augustine. They've got Paul George, George Hill out there with Hill. Then it's Hill, and it's Turner in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And George, here we go. And he gets it to go. George has got his first basket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Pacers trail by 3. On the wing, Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points for Hill. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Newman. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 4. Pacers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to George. Dishes it to Hill. Pick up by Hill. Feeds it to Hill. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And they take the lead. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Freak with it. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. .11 feet away. He squares up and sinks it. And now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Newman. Looking to end the run. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a pretty tight.
Josh, what do you need?
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup.
Just a fantastic game for Hill. He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked him down.
Indiana leading by 3 on the court for the Knicks. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's Anthony. And it's Afflalo in at the 2. George against Anthony. It's stolen by Anthony. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Anthony. Augustine's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Knicks. Augustine against Williams. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Hill. Then it's Turner. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the Pacers' 5. And the Knicks miss again. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so...
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the George Hill.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.